what kind of impact can Celtics fans realistically expect from a player like Anfernee Simons now coming into this new system? And is there any chance that, he's really here throughout, the full remainder of his last year on his contract?
I think there's a chance because he's on an expiring deal, and I don't know if they're going to prioritize extending him. It seems like it's pretty likely that at some point he'll be traded. I didn't think in late August he would still be on the roster. So when they first acquired him, I thought to myself, okay, don't get too invested in him as a character on this team, because he's probably just an expiring contract they're going to try to flip. That type of player, as you've seen, has not had a huge market this offseason. The Colin Sextons of the world, even Norman Powell, these guys that are bucket getters. There's just they're not as valued right now as they have been in the past, and so because of that, he's almost been a non-factor in discussions around next year's team. I think a lot of people expect him to be traded, and a lot of people are just oh, he has no value. The reality is, though, if he is on the roster, he could be a 20-point per game guy easily. He averaged 19.3 points per game for his career. He averaged 19 points per game. He started each of the last 3 seasons, every single game. So this is a very high utility score. It's just, I don't know if they're going to actually keep him around. But if they do, don't be surprised if he ends up being one of the best players on this roster, at least on the offensive end. So I'm curious to see what's going to happen. But obviously, we're less than a month away from training camp now. So I'm increasingly, I don't want to say optimistic because I don't really care one way or another, but I'm increasingly thinking that he actually might be on the roster, at least to begin the season. Maybe he gets dealt before the deadline.